Hi there, this is Murphy from Hong Kong, China. I've been bartending for almost 10 years. It's my honor to be one of the semi-finalists in Heering Sling award this year. I think Singapore Sling is one of the famous classic cocktails with a good balance of the flavoring profile, and this cocktail has a high complexity, I would say. My interpretation of the Singapore Sling, I call it Sling Brulee. The reason why I call it brulee because I'm gonna burn some pineapple with the Angostura bitters, and my egg is I have two purposes. The first one is to simplify the original recipe, and the second one is to highlight the flavoring profile of the Heering cherry. So let's make some drinks. Okay, so now we're gonna make the drink. First of all, I'm gonna burn some pineapple. But first, I have to add some Angostura bitters. Overfill the pineapple, and then I'm gonna burn it, as I said. What I'm doing this is to make the pineapple with a little bit of the smoky flavor, and I got the inspiration from a restaurant, a barbecue restaurant. So what I'm doing is to let the alcohol of the Angostura bitters to evaporate. And the second is to let the pineapple to absorb the flavor and the aroma from the Angostura bitters. Later on, we'll have some burned pineapple. You see there is the smoke coming up. Okay, I'm gonna muddle this up. The juice that we will get from the pineapple is gonna have a smoky flavor and a little bit of the caramel. Because the sugar inside of the pineapple will give a little bit different flavor. So I'm gonna muddle it up. And then we will have gin. I will have the 30 milliliters of the gin. And then I will have 30 milliliters of the cherry Heering. The reason why I'm putting the same amount of the high proof alcohol with the Heering cherry is because I would like to open up the flavor of the Heering cherry. Okay, so then I will give out a little bit of the 10 milliliters of the grenadine to give the amber red color for the Sling Brulee. It's 10 milliliters, and then 20 milliliters of the lime juice. Balance the acidities of the cocktail. And then we have the ingredients of the Benedictine. For me, Benedictine, sometimes I work it with as the bitters. So I find that the complexity is there, but I don't want it to overpower the cocktail, my Sling Brulee. So I just give it 1 spoon of the Benedictine. It's approximately 5 milliliters, and just add some ice, and I'm going to shake it. Okay, let's put it aside. There's one more ingredient we need to add, is control. I find that the control will give a little bit more flavor, but I would like to taste it subtly. So first of all, I got some control mist. I'm gonna make it in my glass, and then once I have done that, I'm gonna strain my cocktails into the glass. I'm gonna make some charcoal pineapple skill as a garnish. When I burn the pineapple, I can smell a very good flavor from the pineapple. So I'm gonna burn it up. Make it a little bit smoky and let the flavor of the pineapple and the aroma of the pineapple goes out. Then I'm gonna put that as a garnish and still smoking hot. I will give a little bit more of the control mist as orange or lemon twist before you go to serve the cocktail. Just spray over the top. There you go, this is my Sling Brulee. Thank you very much.
Welcome. My name is Sander Hansen. I'm from Heering Sling, Denmark. I'm 26 years old and I will create the sling diversity for you. I've been bartending for 8 years, but even before the legal age of drinking and serving alcohol, I found the way of bartending quite interesting, and I have not regret yet going into the business. When I created sling diversity, it was quite a challenge. It was a humbling challenge. When you want to twist an old classic cocktail like the Singapore Sling, which is so rich in history and tradition, you don't want to disrespect it just by changing randomly ingredients. So what I did to create my cocktail was I looked at the time period when it was made and compared it to the modern world. The world has changed. It has become a much smaller place due to globalization and due to the internet. It's been a small place. You right now are looking at me on the screen while I probably will be sleeping in my bed here in Denmark. Anyway, products that I use in my cocktail are from many places around the world. Some were produced at the time of the sling, but were not available. So I look, if the Singapore Sling was made in the modern world, how would it look like? And that's when I came up with this sling diversity, where I have represented different areas of the world, which I'll make for you now. First what I'm going to do, I'm going to chill my glass with some ice and water. I'm going to add 3 dashes of Bitter Truth grape bitter. I don't want the grape in my cocktail, but I want the essence in the glass. It has, you can smell it, but it smells already delicious. Take out the glass and fill it with ice. I'm going to add 3 centiliters, or for the Americans, 1 ounce of Old Geneva from Holland. I'm going to add 2.5 centiliters of sherry herring from the lovely country of Denmark. You should come visit. I will add 3 centiliters, or again 1 ounce of white cranberry juice, which I got from America, which we don't have in Europe, which is quite irritating. I'm going to use 1.5 centiliters of Saint-Germain elderflower. Is a French delicious elderflower liquor. I use 1.5 centiliters of lime juice and some Riemer Schmidt grenadine from Germany. Discard the water. Delicious. I'm going to shake it. And then I double strain to avoid any ice crystals. Top it with a bit of fever tree soda from England, just to get the sparkling on your tongue. Garnish with a cherry from Australia and some pineapple from Zimbabwe. Here you have it. My cocktail, the sling diversity.
Welcome to Brighton, one of the most vibrant and cosmopolitan cities on the UK's south coast. We've got a population of around 273,000 people, most of whom rush to get down the beach on those increasingly rare occasions where the sun makes an appearance. It's a mixture of the tacky and the classy. You can buy some famous Brighton rock. Oh, sorry ladies, a saucy postcard. Maybe grab yourself some fish and chips to enjoy on the beach. Flag down a surly taxi driver, or make the right decision, pop round the corner and come and see me at the place I work, Hotel de Van. Okay, let's take you inside. I work in a small but perfectly formed 49-bedroom boutique hotel just off the seafront down here on the south coast. This is the bar, and as we head over here to get a drink, you'll notice that particularly handsome chap in the white shirt. Well, that's me, that's your narrator. My name's Ben Manchester, and I'm the bar manager. I've worked behind bars since I was legally old enough to serve alcohol, and I've been doing it for going on 16 years now. There were times when I thought I wanted to do something else and tried to change career paths, but as Michael Corleone says in Godfather Part 3, just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. It's something to do with the human element, the customer interaction, being able to serve up that perfect drink that makes someone's day. I never really got cooking, but recipes for drinks are different to me. They've got stories, histories, and I think every bartender dreams of coming up with a drink that becomes one of the immortals. The Martinez, the Aviation, the Pina Colada. Okay, maybe not the Pina Colada, but every drink has its day. The Singapore Sling. All bartenders want to come up with one of those drinks, the drinks that bartenders years down the line will dig out of dusty old cocktail books they found in second-hand bookshops and start a revival. Hey, maybe that drink will never go away. So, the drink I've come up with for this cocktail competition is called the Rye Sling Star. It's an American rye whiskey-based drink inspired by the United States, and in particular the saying as American as apple pie. And here's one now being served up by my good self. Hold up. Let's take it back. Take it back a little bit. We need to go into a bit more detail about what goes into it, so we're going to take everything out of that shaker over there, and I'll start from the very beginning, okay? So, the Rye Sling Star, my entry into the Peter F. Heering 2013 Sling Competition. The base for the Rye Sling Star is American rye whiskey. I love this stuff as its dryness and spicy notes create a balanced drink when you combine it with sweeter ingredients. It doesn't get lost in amongst other flavours, and we're going to use 25 mils of this. Next, we're going to add 10 mils of Applejack. You could use Calvados, but Applejack to me has these cinnamon notes which work really well in this drink. 50 mils of cloudy apple juice. Don't skimp here. It may just be the juice, but poor quality juice will lead to a poor quality drink. Add a couple of dashes of cherry bitters. These are really going to lift some of the flavours in the recipe. 20 mils of cherry Heering, of course. That cherry flavour works amazingly well with the apple juice and the rye whiskey and gives the drink a great colour. A splash of fresh lemon juice for a little bite of acidity. And finally, we're going to add a bar spoon of green chartreuse. This French herbal concoction is going to give the drink a subtle complexity which it might not have had without it. The only thing left to do is shake the drink hard with plenty of ice. There's only one thing left to do now, and that's make the drink look as good as it tastes. So fill a regular-sized sling glass up with fresh ice and pour your cocktail over the top of that. And of course, there's only going to be one garnish for this drink, isn't there? The cherry, of course. So grab a couple of healthy-sized black cherries, put them on a cocktail stick, and decorate your glass with that. And there it is, my entry for this competition, the Rye Sling Star. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my name's Ben Manchester, and this is the Rye Sling Star for the Cherry Heering Sling Competition 2013. I hope you like the drink, I hope you like the video, thanks very much for the iPad. Hopefully I'll be flying out to Berlin a little bit later in the year to come meet you all, but anytime you find yourself in Brighton, pop into Hotel de Van and you can get one of these personally from me. Okay, enjoy the rest of the night and good luck to everyone else. Bye.
Hi, I'm Massimo Rizzo, I'm 21. I work at Urban Bar and I come from the south part of Italy, from the east side. I decided to move to London because I want to challenge myself and improve my English, and I can make a little bit of cash as well. Decided to get through to the competition because one of my colleagues just mentioned it, and I look at it what I have to do it. I thought I can do it. So I based my cocktail in with the space round because it goes very well with the cherry liqueur, and I combine with the rest of the ingredients. I give the name like the Don because the Don is because my cocktail is very powerful and strong and powerful, but balanced at the same time. And the Italian history said that Don is a powerful man that keeps always the balance in the society. So now I start to make my cocktail. Start with the what?
Hello, my name is Kim-Peter Hyöty. I come from Finland. I have been working in the bar for 20 years. Now I work in my own cocktail bar called Rocktails. Classic cocktails are close to my heart, and I love to improve my creativity, challenge myself, bring my customers a new experience by remaking them with new taste, ingredients and style. Now I'm going to present you my version of the Singapore Sling, a legendary and famous cocktail developed by Nyang Dong Boon. The name of my version is Ginger Sling. Okay, let's do it. One piece of ginger, muddled, 3 centiliters lime juice, 2 centiliters gin, 5 drops of Angostura orange bitter, and 4 centiliter herring cherry. and shake. Fine strain into the glass. On the top, ginger beer, non-alcoholic. And the last, King's ginger liquor, 1 dash. For garnishing, I'm gonna use lime peel, mint leaf, and this my own handmade wooden spiral. And of course, cherry. This is my version of Singapore Sling, Ginger Sling. I hope you enjoy it, and farewell.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Vaasa, Fontana Club. My name is Laura Suutari, and I've been working at this nightclub for 3 years now. I took this job just to earn some extra income while I'm still studying at the University of Vaasa, but here I am still loving this job. In April, I participated to my first cocktail competition, and it was so fun and exciting that I wanted to continue competing. And I feel that it kind of triggered a passion for mixing cocktails and even making up my own. I don't have schooling for bartending yet, so I've learned only by working and of course from my colleagues. By the way, thank you guys. Now I'm feeling really excited to be able to make you my own version of a Singapore sling, and my version is called Sling Granite. So let's go to the drink. And I want to do my garnish here. Usually you can see pineapple slices used in a Singapore sling, so I also wanted to use pineapple, but kind of in a different way. So I'm gonna use 2 leaves of a fresh pineapple, and I'm going to add some pomegranate seeds on top of these leaves. Actually, pomegranate was my inspiration for this drink because I just really like the color and the taste of these seeds. Okay, let's start to do the drink. I'm going to use pineapple juice, 4 centiliters of that. Then 1.5 centiliters of freshly squeezed pomegranate juice. Then 2 centiliters of London dry gin from Beefeater. also using 2 centiliters of cherry heering, and for using this pomegranate juice, I think that it's really going to boost up the red color of cherry heering. Then 1 centiliter of Cointreau, and I'm going to use 2 drops of orange bitter. And the last thing I'm going to use is Benedictine Dawn. I'm using 1 bar spoonful of this. And let's garnish the drink now. So, here we have Sling Granite. Enjoy.
Hello, my name is Tiziano and I'm from Italy. But I'm living and working in Germany for more 20 years. Oh my God, I'm Italian but I try to speak English language. It's not really good, but I try my best for you. Okay, we start with a drink. We have frozen glasses and a chilling shaker. So, fresh lime juice, a squeezed lime. One part. So, 1 part of mandarin syrup. 1 part of Italian vermouth. 10% of gin. And sherry. So, nice. Now, good. This is not really a very complicated cocktail. It's a very simple and you can prepare this every time and all about the world. The name is Expression, and this is my interpretation from a new Singapore sling. So, perfect. This is for a fresh lemon. You don't have a part inside. Good. Now we put a little bit of more ice cream inside. And I have prepared ginger beer, homemade and without alcohol. Very good. Mandarin, some sherry and a left of mint. One strap, and that's it. So, enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this drink, and finally we can see you in Berlin. Have a nice time, and it's a pleasure to make a competition with you. Bye bye.
Hello, my name is Konstantinos Kapniaris and I live in Thessaloniki, the second major city of Greece. I am 28 years old and I've been working behind the bar the last 8 years, mostly as a barista, but the last 2 I started being concerned more about spirits and mixing cocktails, and I realized that this is actually what I ever wanted to do. I love bartending because it combines both socializing and creativity, and of course gives you chances like this to meet people from all over the world who share the same passion with you. Singapore Sling is a classic cocktail made at the Long Bar of Raf Hotel in Singapore around 1910, and is completely associated with Peter Heering cherry liqueur, which I think it composes its unique character. Today, I'm going to present you the Caribbean Sling, which is my interpretation of this classic cocktail. In my cocktail, for base spirit I choose a light Caribbean rum, which will give a smooth and balanced taste. Comparing to the classic recipe, I raised the quantity of Peter Heering cherry liqueur in order to have full body, great color, and of course its sweet aftertaste and its unique character. I add some fresh lime juice for its sharp flavor and some blood orange syrup in order to have a little extra color, flavor, and of course balance. Along with the pineapple juice, I add some fresh pineapple in order to fortify the fruity flavor of the cocktail. And last, I add 2 dashes of aromatic bitters in order to have a multidimensional result. I present you the Caribbean Sling. Thank you very much. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Bar Akademia, Stavanger, Norway. My name is Rune Salmonsen. I'm going to make a twist of the classic cocktail Singapore Sling today. My version is called Singapore Slang. A little bit about my background first. I started working in the industry a little bit over 20 years ago. I've been working in bars, restaurants, nightclubs. Almost 20 years ago I started my first company called Cocktail Service. I started Bar Akademia a little bit over 10 years ago. And last year, 2 years ago, I started something called Cocktails in the City, which is a cocktail festival. I started that in my hometown. And this year we are in Stavanger, Bergen, Trondheim, Oslo, and also last year we were in Kristiansand. To the drink, I'm going to use my twist of the classic one. I'm going to shake it a little bit. Start off by squeezing some lemon and orange juice. Have 4 centiliters of each. Gonna add 4 centiliters of pineapple juice. Some gin and Cointreau. A few dashes of orange bitters. I'm also going to make a bowl of some ice, so I'm going to do that over here. What I do is make some shaved ice. Put that in a lime squeezer. on the top here, of course, I'm going to have the piece de herring. I have my little bowl of ice, some fresh mint. What we do is just slap it, put it in, and some very nice cherries. And a straw. This is my version of the classic drink, Singapore Sling, which we call Singapore Slam. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Juanjo from Spain. Now we are in Valladolid, in Cameo Bar. I will make a little presentation about me, so I just tell you that I love to be bartender. I really like the treatment with the customers. I really like to make from a coffee to the more complex cocktails. And another of my hobbies is reading. I usually read like book cocktails, and I will thinking always in mixing, pair and different twists of cocktails. So now I will show you how to make my twist of Singapore Sling. Thank you so much.
Cherry herring. The ginger pour slang. Hi, I'm Patricia Brenta from Basel in Switzerland. My wish was always to have my own bar in the city. After bartending school, I was practicing at home, mixing cocktails and new drinks and inviting the whole neighborhood to taste them. Then finally my dream came true and I found this small location in the heart of Basel. Now it makes me happy when my guests appreciate good drinks and like to try different tastes. I love to create new cocktails and now I'm going to mix for you the ginger pour slang with cherry herring. Three cl Bombay gin, 2 cl of ginger cat, 1.5 cl of cherry herring, 1 cl of hibiscus syrup, and 2 cl fresh lime juice. 2-3 drops of Angostura bitter. Some soda water to fill up. And 1 slice of lime. And 1 cherry. And 1 straw. This is the ginger pour slang. Cherry herring. The ginger pour slang.
Hi, I'm Aman Gao from Taipei, Taiwan. I'm working in multi-public bar, which provide various brands of whiskies and classic cocktails. That is what I'm good at. I put all my heart and full of passion into each glasses to bring the best drinking experience for my customers. The classic cocktails is classics, not only because the good taste, but also the historical meaning. Those results make me fall in love with it, and I also want to improve it to the modern style. In the undercurrents, I add Chinese symbolic fruit, 荔枝, to provide more interesting flavor. I wish it can become the modern style of the classic Singapore sling. Undercurrents. Jude. Heering cherry cube. Beach chili cube. Benedict cube. And pineapple juice. Fresh lemon juice. And 1 dash bitter. Thank you very much and enjoy it.
Hi, my name is Lu Suryanto from Madinah Jumeirah, Dubai. It is a great honor to being a part of this competition, where my cocktail have been chosen, taking a pride, making a cocktail for this event of Peter Heerings. Bartending has always been a great passion of mine. There is nothing better than seeing a smile on the guest's face, especially with a first sip on the cocktail. Every day I'm inspired by beautiful surrounding, in addition to influence from Jerry Thomas, Harry Johnson, and many more. I believe in innovative technique of contemporary cocktail making, fused with a classic twist. Welcome to Bari Bar. Now, I'm starting to make a cocktail. Salute, Commander Venus. Here I muddle fresh of lemongrass, 7.5 ml of rose water, 20 ml of fresh squeezed grapefruit juice, 50 ml of pineapple juice, 7.5 ml of Aperol, 30 ml of gin to make a complex into my drinks. And I'm using the most beautiful liquor, 20 ml of cherry herring, I finish it with champagne. And now, gently I put some rose petal, 1 stick of the lemongrass, and sprig of grapefruit peel, and accompany with along with the cherry infused chocolate. I present you Salute, Commander Venus. Please enjoy my creation. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michael Flannery. Today I'm going to make for you my Highland Sling for the Peter F. Heering Cherry Heering Sling contest. I got my inspiration from using Highland tequila, Siete Leguas as the base, along with Cherry Heering. Keeping the sling tradition, using a little Benedictine and chartreuse to appreciate more herbal notes and a little bit of homage to the monks. A dash of the drops of pimento bitters to round it out, and then just a little spray of chichicapa for So to start building, we will take an ounce of Siete Leguas. And 1 ounce of cherry Heering. Then the juices, add 3/4 ounce of fresh pineapple juice. 3/4 ounce fresh tangerine juice, and 3/4 ounce fresh lime juice. And we use the Benedictine, 1/2 ounce. And less than 1/4 ounce of a bar spoonful of green chartreuse. We'll take 2 dashes of Dale bitters. Fill our tin with cold draft cubes. And we'll take our highball glass and fill with fresh cobbles. Take our cocktail. Here we continue to fill up the cobbles. We have a nice pile on top. Nice crown. Then we take our mist, chichicapa, and add them at the top of that. And to finish it off as well, add a rosemary sprig, a few emery cherries, and get a little char on this, get a little more smoky aromatics to come out. Drop that in, and we have our Highland Sling. The fun part of the sling is that the historic cocktail, Singapore Sling, is where this contest began. For hospitality is what we do, and it's part of what we love in bartending. I'm right now working in New York City, helping Apartment 13 open up very soon. It's a testament of what happens when our bar is not ready. Fellows across the street at the Wayland let me come in and use their bar. So we always extend gratitude and help out. We make beautiful drinks and have an entertaining time with the guests. So it's a great time. I hope to see you. I'm sorry I can't be there in New Orleans with you, but I hope to see you in Berlin. Thank you very much.
Heard of it? Why don't you try this? You'd probably love it. This rosé and gin, lemon, honeydew, jasmine tea with an Aperol crumble. Put it on Jello shot, you'll probably love it. Enough about me. I want to take you around the city that has inspired me to do what I do, which is Chicago. The Charleston is a cozy neighborhood bar that taught me the graces of hospitality being number one and everything else being secondary. Next up is Sable, a bustling downtown Chicago kitchen and bar, where Mike Ryan and several other talented individuals created a top-notch beverage program. It seemed natural to make a classic here, the Blood and Sand. I love making this for people who don't think they like Scotch cocktails. Somehow the ingredients always meld together to make this chocolatey, citrusy masterpiece. Next up is Bar de Ville, a cozy bar in Ukrainian village where there is not much like it nearby. Of course, you can get a great cocktail here, but also watch a sporting event or just drink high lifes with zero pressure. Always colorful personalities behind the bar and a home away from home, kind of literally, for industry folks. Here I'm making a pie-like drink with Applejack, Buffalo Trace, Cherry Heering, Lemon, and Vandermill Toasted Cider. I really love the versatility of Cherry Heering to make brown and stirred, like I did at the Charleston, or long drinks that are refreshing and fruity, like I'm doing here. On to Scofflaw, which is a newer, gin-focused bar in the very working-class neighborhood of Logan Square. No pretentious attitudes, just a plethora of fine cocktails and food at reasonable prices. Here I made a cocktail mostly from Chicago spirits, such as Leatherby, Malort, Koval Walnut, and some citrus. Last stop is Barrel House Flat, a safe haven in the otherwise culturally bland neighborhood of Lincoln Park. 2 floors, an extensive classic cocktail list, fantastic punches, and badass bartenders. I had to make at least one mezcal drink here with vanilla, Cherry Heering. It turned out amazingly, and probably my next dealer's choice where I work. Thanks again for the opportunity for listening to this silly mess, and I hope you've gotten a good sense of who I am and the city that constantly inspires me. Thank you.
Hi everybody, it's Lucinda Sterling at Middle Branch. Tonight we're banging out the new Singapore Sling version, which is called the Sterling Sling, making it with a few different ingredients than would be expected from a traditional Singapore Sling. We've got some Irish whiskey, Cherry Heering, and a Scotch-based liqueur that has some honey notes, herbs, and spices to liven it up a little bit. So we're going to start out by making it with half an ounce of fresh lime juice, half an ounce of pomegranate syrup, 1 full ounce of fresh pressed pineapple, 3/4 of an ounce of Irish whiskey, also fresh pressed, half an ounce of the Scotch-based liqueur, and then 1 full ounce of Cherry Heering. We're going to shake all of these ingredients on ice, but not for very long because the drink ultimately will have ice and soda added to it, so we don't want to dilute it during the shaking process. Just a short 6 to 8 shakes. Pour it over Collins ice. And then add club soda. We're going to spruce it up with a fresh pineapple slice and a little bit of mint to add a little bit of pop to the color of the drink. This here is the Sterling Sling. This drink was born out of a passion for bartending based on the option for a bartender's choice, where the customer gets to ask you for a drink based on their tastes and preferences. So I get to use a little bit of creative leverage. And what's so great about that is that this industry has been around for over 200 years. but new themes are always popping up, new products are always coming into play, so we get to experiment with those. And taking chances and taking risks is now part of the repertoire of a bartender. So please enjoy the Sterling Sling, and we'll talk to you soon.
Hey, I'm Will Tomlinson from Tavern Road in Boston, Massachusetts, and I just want to share with you folks why bartending is so important to me. Basically, you know, the world of cocktails, it's different for everybody. It's as big or as small as you want it to be. And I just feel, you know, really lucky and fortunate to be a part of a community here in Boston where I'm surrounded by these people that are so passionate about what they do, doing these fantastic things with drinks every day. And it's really like a nice venue, you know, where I can showcase my creativity and my freedom to create drinks for people, and I get to share that and make connections with people that come into the bar every day. So if you want to come in and just have like a beer, vodka soda, something like that, absolutely. And then if you want to get a little bit weird, try a cocktail. It's always nice to, you know, help guide people into, you know, cocktails, especially, you know, when they're newcomers or if they're people that are think they're locked into a certain, you know, bracket where they only drink gin or they only drink, you know, vodka. It's always nice to be able to kind of get people out of their comfort zones a little bit and, you know, really just, you know, concentrate on what flavors people like, and, you know, I have the freedom to create things and make people have a great time, provide them with drinks, and maybe spark some interest and, you know, get them excited about a spirit or a certain cordial or flavor that they never really knew that they were passionate about, and then, you know, that is something that they're gonna, you know, go forward after they leave my bar. They're gonna go to the next bar, have a bunch of cocktails, and, you know, it's gonna be like the butterfly effect, the ripple effect, where that, you know, me just, you know, providing them with a great drink, it's gonna affect them in the long run. You know, who knows what down the road. So it's just honor for me to be able to, you know, put forth these drinks, get people excited like I originally got excited with the Singapore Sling, my gateway cocktail. And, you know, I was working at a bar, and, you know, I wasn't too excited about cocktails at the time. One of the bartenders there was really great, and they made me a really classic version of the Singapore Sling. Blew my mind, and just opened it up to the possibilities of drinks, made me think about drinks in a completely different way, and really started to get me interested about, you know, cocktails. It was kind of like, Singapore Sling was kind of like my catalyst, you know, the catalyst for me getting interested about bartending. It was really what made me want to be a bartender. So for me, that's why this is so important, because I get to pay homage, you know, to the cocktail that, you know, kick-started everything for me, and do my spin on it, which is the Tartini Sling. And it's really an honor to be able to put my take on it and, you know, present it. And so I hope you guys like it. Hey buddy, what's going on? I'm Will Tomlinson from Tavern Road in Boston, Massachusetts. This is the Tartini Sling. First up, I'm going to do 3/4 ounces lemon dry gin. Easy. Same measurement, 3/4 ounce lime juice with some citrus body. Next up, cherry herring. Start of the show here. It's backbone of the Singapore Sling. Going to do 3/4 ounces. Add that sweetness, that tartness, cherry flavor. Next, we're going to do 3/4 ounce Chinar, bitter artichoke liqueur, beautiful stuff, lots of complexity. Going to add some earthy notes to the Singapore Sling. And we're also going to do Benedictine, add some nuttiness, 1/2 ounce. Ice it down. Wake it up. Get in a nice Collins glass. Ice that down. top it off with High Mighty Beer of the Gods. About an ounce and a half. It's gonna add some citrus notes, add some effervescence, really, plays nicely, elevates the flavor profile a little bit. Lime twist garnish. Cheers.
Hi everyone, my name is Nat Harry and I am the bar manager and mixologist here at Revival Bar and Kitchen. We are located in Berkeley, California, which is a great place to be a part of the bar scene. So many small farms outside of the city, a lot of local produce, fresh herbs, and an amazing spirit selection imported to California. So pretty much everything you could ever want to make excellent cocktails, and we've got it all here at our fingertips, which is a pretty amazing feeling. A little bit about me. I've been bartending for about 6 years, 3 years here in the Bay Area. Proud to be a member of the NorCal Bartenders Guild, which is another great resource to have if you're in the area. Today I am proud to be presenting you my adaptation of the Singapore Sling, which I'm calling the Cat's Paw. One of the great things about leading the bar program here at Revival is that we take prohibition and classic cocktails and put our own kind of modern spin on them. So this is kind of what you're getting with the Cat's Paw today. I'm going to start off with a base of Navy Strength gin. There's a lot going on in this cocktail, so I really want the gin to shine through. So I'm choosing something that's a little bit higher proof. Do a ½ ounce of Benedictine, and then of course ½ ounce of cherry Heering. That. Gonna do a ¼ ounce of green chartreuse. I chose the BEP and add a little extra oomph. And this, I think, works really nicely. The herbaceousness of the chartreuse and the Benedictine play really well together. And then I'm going to do a couple, well, about one and a half dash of Angostura bitters, and then 2 good dashes of Peychaud's bitters. And then we're going to do about a ½ ounce of fresh lime juice. The freshly squeezed is the best. You want that nice tart acidity. And then 1 ounce of unsweetened pineapple juice. Shake this up. A nice tall glass because we're going to top this up with a little bit of seltzer water. I'm going to add a little bit of fresh ice. Spritz of seltzer here. I like to use a paper straw. It gives it a little extra character, and I'm going to do a little cherry garnish here at the end. I'm pleased to present you my adaptation of the Singapore Sling, the Cat's Paw, and hope to be able to have the pleasure of presenting it to you in Berlin. Cheers.